You're at Comedy Central. Coming up at 11, watch Pepsi's A-List. And 11:30, it's Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher. This is Pepsi's A-List. Stay tuned for the finest stand-up comedy.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Bernhard.
Thank you. Thank you. You're a delight already, I can tell. You know, oh, lovely. Two lovely ladies sitting there. Look at you, very Jackie O. Making a big Jackie O statement in a little white suit. Who knew? Just had my nails done. They're drying, so give me a minute. I'm concentrating while they dry. So don't interrupt me. So, what's happening? I know you're thrilled to be here. Couldn't get it out. Couldn't commit to it. You know, I have that problem, committing. We all do, though. That's the way it is these days. No, I don't give a damn about AA. Don't start with me. What about the people who never drank? What are we supposed to do? Do we get any awards? Nobody's patting us on the back, let me tell you something. Here in Comedy Central, where I've always belonged. Because comedy is my life. I love comedy. It's so original, it's so fresh. No, it really is. Look at your kids. They're all so well-behaved, summery. So drink up those beers and... What did you just pick out of your beer, darling? A hair? A bug? A bug out of your beer? Classy place. And they had to go out on the street to get me a martini around here, obviously. Yeah, you know, you understand. You're digging where I'm coming from. So, look, I just want to move the show right along because there's so much great talent tonight that, of course, we're going to go right to a commercial first so that you don't see the talent right away, that you have to suffer. But we'll be right back with our first performer, so don't move. That's right, clap.
You're watching Pepsi's A-List.
Don't even think about it.
Please.
If you're ready, if you're smart, here's the place to start. I wanna get to it, wanna get fast. Right here you get the chance. We got the know-how to send you full speed ahead now.
Find out what's in the Navy for you. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY or contact your local Navy recruiter.
You and the Navy know how to go full
faces of discovery are the faces of the world. When you set your sights on the fascination of real-world entertainment, find yourself here. The Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
It's all about concentration. 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 There's a hunger inside you. If I get hungry, I don't leave. I grab a Snickers.
Packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel. Snickers stops the hunger.
I hate practice, but I love to win.
There's a hunger inside you.
Watch Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's like watching cheesy movies with 3 of your closest friends.
Yes, Danny Bonaducci in the fight of his life.
Tonight at midnight, here at Comedy Central.
And now, it's the clapping that throws me off. I can't stand applause. We had such a good time during the commercial break, and now I feel all, alienated from you again. Look, see, even you get nervous when the cameras go on. Look at you, you're all like, everything's so different now. Well, our first performer he's enchanting. He's a very sexy guy. His name is Jimmy Tingle. And I want to be supportive. I want to be maternal. I want to give Jimmy everything that I can tonight. Jimmy Tingle. I'm sure he's been tortured, but Jimmy, come out here, honey. Let's see how sexy you are. Yeah, isn't he sexy?
I'm very impressed. Sandra Bernhard, huh, folks?
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to be here tonight. My name is Jimmy Tingle. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts originally. Thank you. I was reading recently that Congress is going to start paying their own parking tickets. What noble public servants. Imagine the commitment of these people paying their own parking tickets. Hey, fellas, you want to impress us? Pay our parking tickets. Let me explain something, folks. I don't mind putting a quarter in a parking meter, okay, and essentially renting out the piece of land for 15 minutes. Good deal. What gets me is if you're like 4 minutes late, you get a ticket for $20. Hey, fellas, give me a ticket for a quarter. I'll gladly pay a ticket for a quarter. Where do you get $20? In the course of 4 minutes, somebody raised the rent 8,000%. It's not right. It's not fair. It doesn't happen in other areas of life. I mean, if your rent is $500 a month and you're 1 day late, you don't get a bill for $4 million. And if you complain to the city officials, which I have, they get mad at you, like you did something wrong. Listen, pal, let me tell you something, Mr. Comedian. Let me tell you something right now. The city needs the money from the parking tickets to pay for the police department, to pay for the fire department, to pay for the school department. I'm sitting there going, wait a second. You need the money from the parking tickets to pay for the schools? I don't understand this relationship at all. I mean, why is the quality of a child's education being influenced by his parents' inability to park? Dad, the school needs a computer. Oh, don't worry. I'll leave the car in front of the hydrant. Crime and punishment. I don't get it, folks. The Bush administration refuses to allow the Haitians into this country. They say they're coming here for economic reasons, not political reasons. Oh, yeah, economic reasons. 85 people are getting in a rowboat, rowing across the Atlantic Ocean, fleeing a military coup in Haiti. Yeah, they're job hunting. They have resumes under their seats. Yeah, we heard there was a mall out here. I don't get it. 1981, John Hinckley, mental patient, walks into a pawn shop, buys a gun, shoots President Reagan on national television. They find him not guilty by reason of insanity. Now, he's obviously insane. He shot the president. But not guilty. I saw him do it. It was on Channel 4. How much proof do you need? 5 years later, Oliver North sits in front of the whole world, and they ask this man questions. Okay, Mr. North, let's go through it one more time, shall we? Now, you lied to the Iranians, did you not? Yes, I did. Okay, now. You lied to General Secor, did you not? Yes, I did. Okay, now. You lied to the Congress, is that true? Yes, it is. Okay, now. Are you lying to this committee? No way. They eventually find him not guilty. Rodney King gets hit 56 times in 81 seconds on national television. They find the 4 police officers not guilty. I think the message here is, folks, if you want to commit a crime in this country and get away with it, film it. You can't use this evidence against me. It proves my guilt. Here I am running from the bank with the money. We'll have to move this trial to another county where they don't have eyes. To another country where there are no television sets. We must make every effort to prove that my actions will not be used against me. Oh, boy. President Bush said it's going to take some radical new ideas to solve the problems of the inner cities in this country. And then he came up with a proposal of cutting the capital gains tax, creating enterprise zones. Finally, a leader with his finger on the pulse of the anger of the inner city. That's what the people are all upset about, rioting in the streets. Cut the capital gains tax now! Cut the capital gains tax now! These businesses are paying too much in taxes. Quayle tried to blame family values for the disturbance in Los Angeles. Family values. You know, what has the Bush administration done to promote the American family in this country in the last few years? I mean, President Bush has vetoed like 26 bills, you know? I mean, Reagan was just say no to illegal drugs. Remember that? Just say no. Is that our good friend General Noriega bringing 30 million tons of cocaine into our country? No. Bush seems to be just say no to any kind of social pain relief. The man's vetoed like 26 bills, you know, unemployment compensation, no. Civil rights legislation, no. Family care and medical leave, no. Abortion counseling for pregnant teenagers on welfare, no. Gun control, no. Campaign finance reform, no. $1 billion a day to move 500,000 Americans, 8,000 miles, fight a war, restore the Emir Kuwait to power, maintain our dependency on foreign oil while people in Louisiana are so desperately out of work they're voting for idiots like David Duke. Yes. And they told us, folks, that we had to go to war in Iraq to protect our lifestyles and our way of life. And I started thinking, what are our lifestyles, folks? And what is our way of life? Okay? I mean, I was watching these people in Iraq, and they were carrying around these big billboards, right, of Saddam Hussein's picture. And they were worshiping Saddam Hussein. And I felt sorry for those people that they live in a country where they have to worship Saddam Hussein. I started thinking, well, what do our billboards say? What do we worship? Camel Joe. Also known as Scrotum Face. Spuds McKenzie. Lee Iacocca. Play the lottery. Win $1 million. Get a big car. And eventually you'll have sex. That's what they're telling us, folks. Smoke, drink, drive, gamble, and eventually you'll find love. I feel sorry for these people who actually believe in the billboard gods, folks. They go through their whole life believing in these billboard gods. I picture some 65-year-old compulsive gambler, alcoholic with lung cancer, walking around a nursing home with his ass hanging out of his johnny. Where are the girls? Where are the girls? I followed all the directions. Where are the girls? I drank Johnny Walker every day for 37 years. Now I'm in a Johnny and a Walker. Where are the girls? I mean, they sell us presidents, they sell us Pepsi Cola, they sell us wars. How about a little reality in advertising, ladies and gentlemen? Nothing is ever going to change until we know the truth of certain situations. Just a little bit of reality, just a little bit of truth. I recently saw a billboard that said, if you smoke, please, try these. Right under it, huge warning label. Warning, Surgeon General has determined smoking causes lung cancer. However, if you smoke, please, try these. That's kind of an insane message, folks, when you consider cigarettes kill more than 1,000 people a day in this country, way more than Saddam Hussein. I mean, could you imagine a billboard that said, If you're gonna jump in front of the train, shouldn't you be wearing Reeboks? Just a little bit of truth, ladies and gentlemen, for once. For once, I'd like to go into a supermarket and buy one of those big bags of potato chips. You know those big bags of potato chips, folks? You know those big bags? And see a warning label on one of those bags. Warning, half of this is air. Is that a lot to ask? Then we could work our way up to the leaders. No new taxes. Half of this is air. Enjoy the rest of the show, folks.
You're watching Pepsi's A-List.
Do not attempt to adjust your TV sets.
It's Mystery Science Theater 3000, the only show on television made for the cheese lover in you.
Yeah, I thought I'd take Thelma Lou over to Mount Pilot for a picture show.
Do you like long walks on the beach, Chinese food, mushing up your bananas?
Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's like watching cheesy movies with three of your funniest friends.
Check it! Finish it! All the way!
Watch it tonight at midnight here at Comedy Central. Here's what happens when Comedy Central takes on politics. Every night at 11:30, you get to see a group of people you'd never put together in one room. We sort of strap them to their chairs and get them to talk about the most heated, uncomfortable, controversial topics. Then, for extra added pleasure, we pull the whole thing together with Bill Maher, a guy who just loves to throw gasoline on the fire. Watch them all squirm. It's fun. Watch Politically Incorrect. It's got more laughs than Clinton has affairs. Allegedly. Tonight at 11:30 here at Comedy Central, the only all-comedy network.
This was my cold yesterday. Yuck. And then I saw something about...
Sudafed cold and cough liquid caps.
It's new.
Not even a prescription medicine gives you more complete non-drowsy relief of cold symptoms.
Not even a prescription.
It relieves chest congestion, coughing, fever.
All of which I had. So I had to get some, which I did. Now I'm better, and now I'm out of here.
New Sudafed cold and cough liquid caps. No prescription gives you more complete non-drowsy relief.
It works.
Have you ever watched the movie you wanted to?
Science fiction.
The minute you wanted to? Learn special things.
That's all taken from jazz. Now, any questions?
From faraway places.
Oakland?
So where did jazz come from?
Good question.
Or tucked your baby in? From a phone booth? You will. And the company that'll bring it to you, AT&T.
Back in black, in basic black. There are two women here who are so bitter. I can't help but look at them. They have not laughed. Maybe it's just me. They don't like me or what I'm wearing. And they're, look at them. Look at them. They're having a conference. I can't stand that girl. They can't even laugh now. Look at them. They're really like... Well, she just thinks she's so special up there in her bijoux and her evening gown. I'm sorry, I know, it's rough. Anyways, our next performer really is quite fantastic. Her name is Susan Norfleet. Enema. No, only kidding. No, she's brilliant. Susan Norfleet. Come up here. Susan!
Hello. I always ask for the enema joke right before I come out. Thank you. Hi. What do you think? They said dress. Look, thank you very much. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you. No, well, you know, I bought this thinking Hot Country Nights was going to stay on the air. Boy, was I wrong. Thank God for this show. Thank God for the makeup person there, too. I don't do makeup at all. I don't even buy makeup. I stopped buying makeup when I wandered into a department store recently and noticed that the makeup sales ladies are starting to dress like research scientists. You've noticed this, too? They're back there with slide rules and computerized skin charts, and they probably didn't finish high school. But they're wearing lab coats. They can intimidate you with those lab coats on. This woman made me look at my face in a magnifying mirror under fluorescent lighting. This is not a fair beauty test. I looked at my face, honest to God, I thought, this looks like something I saw on Nova a few months ago. She was so condescending. She said, "It's all right, honey. I think I can help you. All you need are these 3 things. Just these 3 things. And these 5 things, these 8 things. Just these 8 things. And these 4 things. These 12 things. That's it. Just 12 things. It's 12. 6. These 18 things is really all you need. And these 22 things. Package of 22. And this." I said, "What is this?" She said, "That is exfoliating lotion. You have a problem with dull skin." I felt so stupid. All these years I've been working on my personality, and apparently it's my skin that's dull. I finally just looked at her. I said, "Look, I'm going to be really honest with you. My face does not look this bad in my mirror at home." She perked right up. "Oh, well, then you'll need this mirror." No, makeup is an insidious thing. It really... I have a friend that's a nurse, and she said sometimes women will put on a full face of makeup before they go under for an operation. Now, this doesn't seem right to me. No, my mother told me only 2 things, really, to remember when I was growing up. She said, 1, don't smoke on the street. That doesn't look good. And 2, when unconscious in a room full of strangers, try not to look too attractive. Thank you. No, attractiveness is important. They, wouldn't let me wear my glasses. Well, I'm kind of weird about my glasses because my mother told me I look bookish, We're from the South, and apparently if you're a woman, you shouldn't look like you can read. But, no, I made the mistake. I went to the glasses in about an hour. Lens Crafters, yeah. And I got my glasses in about an hour. They were almost the right prescription. I can sort of see out of them. Okay, here's my check. There you go. It might be good in about a month. No, but seriously, they're less expensive there. And I think when it comes to something as unimportant as your eyesight, what you really do want is a product that's made as quickly and cheaply as possible. No, really, convenience is the important thing in health care. No, I know this is true because I was in the mall shopping the other day and I started having heart palpitations. It scared me to death. Luckily, there was a Valve Crafters right there. Got that triple bypass in about an hour. Has your life changed since the riots? I mean, are you a little more afraid these days? No, it's just that I never thought I would ever have a gun, and people kept saying, you should get a gun because you live by yourself, and I just can't because guns bother me, but I got myself a salad shooter. And hey, do not underestimate the destructive powers of a carrot shard traveling 120 miles an hour. But I have in the house, I feel so much safer. It is a product. Have you ever seen one? Some of you have one probably at home. It's a product apparently created for people who think moving the celery from the cutting board to the bowl is a little too taxing. Oh, well, now I'm worn out. If only I could somehow projectile the vegetables into the bowl. I think that might make my life easier. Well, it looks like so many people are all coupled up here tonight. You know what I've learned? First of all, I don't know how many of you are trying to get out of a hellish relationship right now. Some of you trying to get into one. Don't kid yourself. Those are the options. Here's a little tip for you, though. If you ever go out with somebody who says this to you, I know we just met, but I feel I can really open up to you. What this really means is, I am a whirlwind of dysfunction, and you will be my emotional pack mule. Thank you very much.
You're watching Pepsi's A-List.
Hi, it's Chris Elliott.
Hello.
Are you aware of all the wonderful things that cable has to offer you folks?
Uh-huh.
The entertainment programs, the children's programs, sports, cooking shows, the whole spectrum of entertainment.
That's nice.
Do you know how it could change your life? You're going to be able to order any kind of movie, shop at home, take a class in your living room. It's going to be a whole new world.
Really?
It's going to be a lot to watch.
Well, what do you know?
So wonderful, and I wanted to share that with you.
That's great news. Thanks a lot for calling.
Taste the sound, you can hear it.
Feel the crunch, lift your spirit.
Nestle Crunch. Crispies make the chocolate so scrumptious and give your spirit that lift.
Get the scrumptious feeling of a Nestle Crunch.
So, you guys wash your face, right?
Who doesn't?
And your skin looks flawless, huh?
Yeah, right.
You know, what you wash with may leave an oily residue, but not Clearasil Daily Face Wash. Its medicated formula leaves no oily residue. Clearasil, one cleaner cleanser.
What they lack in good instinct,
Police! Police, help!
they make up for with good intentions.
We have the lowest reported crime rate in the whole city.
Of course you do. You don't report any of it.
Car 54, where are you? Rated PG-13. Opens Friday, January 28th.
They say you're gonna bloom. What are you, plant life? Please. You've got all these decisions. You've got a life. Hey, you can make it come up roses. It helps to use this. You see, Secret is pH balance for your body's chemistry. pH balance for your decisions, your life. Helps keep you dry, confident. So when you're faced with one of these, you won't pull one of these. Secret, strong enough for him, but pH balance just for you.
Here's what happens when Comedy Central takes on politics. Every night at 11:30, you get to see a group of people you'd never put together in one room. We sort of strap them to their chairs and get them to talk about the most heated, uncomfortable, controversial topics. Then, for extra added pleasure, we pull the whole thing together with Bill Maher, a guy who just loves to throw gasoline on the fire. Watch them all squirm. It's fun. Watch Politically Incorrect. It's got more laughs than Clinton has affairs. Allegedly. Next, here at Comedy Central, the only all-comedy network.
Thank you.
You've got to be kidding me. Did they tell you to clap that long? You said it's the phoniest clapping I've ever heard in my entire life. Nobody on the stage was that good tonight. Just kidding. No, only kidding. They were fabulous. Jimmy Tingle and Susan Norfleet. Wasn't it wonderful? Thank you. Two crazy kids. We'll see you next time on the A-List on Comedy Central. I know you'll be there. Comedy Central. Showtime. Central.
This has been a presentation from Comedy Central.